Good afternoon, my brothers and my sisters in the Lord. How are you guys today? Well, yesterday I had my sheet from church and I only read the bottom part, and I would like to read the top part because it was about remembering not only our vets, because people remember vets every single day, especially if it was somebody in their family that was serving in the military or another branch of that military. That about sums it all up. You know what I mean? Navy, Marines, Air Forces, Navy SEALs, Secret SEALs, you know what I mean? So anyways, without getting sidetracked, I remember that it was either a year ago or the previous year before that, which would have been 2014. And I remember I sang like a song, and I can't remember exactly which one it was. I don't know if it was the Star Spangled Banner or if it was, I can't remember which. It was a patriotic song, and I sang it in honor and remembrance of the vets, and I got so much flack for it. I did. People were like, how can you give they just had a bunch of like negative things to say to me. And so this year, I don't want to offend anybody, but at the same time, I want to say thank you to our vets and also remember the people that gave their lives. But the one person that I especially want to remember who gave his life is Jesus. Jesus is, not only is he my hero, but he also rose again. So he's my resurrected hero, but he's more than my resurrected hero. He's my coming back resurrected hero coming back. And so, as his excited daughter, because I'm telling you, everything in this world and everything in this life is completely pointing to Jesus' soon return. Soon. And I know there's a lot of videos out there to distract you and to take your attention off of the Lord. And so this is going to be something that does that, but only for 2 seconds. But I saw a video, well, not completely the whole video, but it was talking about the red nose and how that symbolizes World War III and how we're like right there and there's all these things going on. And it's nice to watch 1 or 2 videos that talk about stuff like that that's going on. But you don't want to bombard your brain with that kind of news. Number 1, you can't keep up with it anyways. And number 2, if you're like me, too much of that can stress you out. And I don't want the enemy stealing my time and my praise time away from the Lord, because that's where it belongs in the first place. And today I was totally being goofy. Oh, do you want to know what I did this morning? Okay, Judy sent me an email last night and asked if I would help do some yard work because she had surgery on her shoulder. And so our plan was to get there at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I would trim the bushes, which I did, and I just loved it. And I also spread fertilizer out, where you use that pushy thing on the grass. And I'm telling you, I love helping people. And when I was trimming the bushes, I was just singing a song to myself. And it was about, because I make up songs. They sound good to me because I make them up. You'd never hear them on the radio though. But anyways, I was just saying, Lord, I am your hands and your feet. Wherever you want me to go, whoever you want me to meet. Lord, I am your hands and your feet. Lord, help me to help others and not to just think of myself. Help me to step out of the box and take my gifts off of the shelf. Lord, help me to meet the people that you want me to meet. Help me be your hands and your feet. And then I was singing the rest of the song. It was like, I'm gonna cut these bushes like eating potato chips. Because that's what Judy said. Judy gave me these really sharp clippers. And when I was clipping the bushes, it was easy. They were just snip, snip, snippety falling down. Easy peasy. It wasn't even work at all. And she says, it's like eating potato chips. You just don't want to stop. And she's so right. Speaking of, you just don't ever want to stop. You don't ever want to stop nourishing your soul. Today, I started my day with Judy, and we trimmed all around, and we fertilized, and it was lovely, and we had cranberry juice. And, I am just so thankful to God for the few people that I have in my life. And I say few because I'm not one of those, I have to have the whole world, But when I had Facebook, it was like that. But it's not like that anymore because, how many people, do you really know your people on Facebook that are your friends? Or are they just somebody that wanted to be your friend because they like to post and you don't even know these people? Oh my gosh, I love everybody. Every single buddy. And I was thinking about you guys when I was outside. And I was like, what am I gonna say? And then it just dawned on me that today's Memorial Day. So people are, they're having barbecues. And I heard at church that Memorial Day is a pagan holiday. And I just thought I'd throw that out there. It's not in the Bible to celebrate this. But we do remember, and the most important person I want to remember on this day and every single day is Jesus. So I'm just going to read these really, really quickly, and I hope you don't mind. We don't tend to look to the past to find our wisdom or determine our future. I'm just going to read it one more time. Because sometimes for me, I like to hear things more than once, especially if it has a couple of really good words in it. We don't tend to look to the past to find our wisdom or determine our future. So that means, for me, it means we need to just keep going ahead in life. Keep going forward. Keeping your eyes on the Lord. Don't ever take your eyes off the Lord. Ever. Memorial Day is not an expressly religious holiday. It is secular. That's what I was trying to tell you. Sometimes I hope I say the right things, but if I don't, please excuse me and feel free to correct me, because you know what? This channel is all about learning for me. It's all about learning for me. You know, I mean, I don't know about you, but part of the reason I wanted to do a channel for the Lord is not only to get to know other believers out there in shoot, what's it called? What's this stuff called? Internet friendships? Social media. See, it takes me a few minutes. But that's another reason why I have to do videos, because if you don't use your brain, you know what I mean? That's what I heard. If you don't use it, you lose it. So besides working out in the yard and, you know, getting good physical exercise, which I absolutely, I love physical exercise. As a matter of fact, can I just share one thing with you guys? Another personal thing about me. When I'm out there watering the flowers and the grass, I'm actually out there talking to it. I'm encouraging my plants to grow and the bald spots in the grass to fill up. And do you know what? My lawn heard me, because this time last year I had a huge, gigantic, enormous area patch where it was just dirt. Now there's nothing but green grass. So I just want to encourage you, talk to all living things. You talk to your cats and your dogs, the plants will hear you. They honestly do. I'm not making that up. Okay. So, the loss of memory is not something that leads to personal inconvenience or social embarrassment. It is a spiritual danger. So when you think about that, if you forget what Jesus did on the cross, you don't ever want to forget. See, for me, this is just how I see it. I have sinned so much in my past, and I know he doesn't remember them, because he says he's gonna, once you confess it to him, he forgives you and forgets about it. You don't ever have to bring it up again, ever. It's the enemy that does that. It's the enemy that likes to get the shovel and go, guess what? We're gonna dig up your past. When you were 16 and 17 and you didn't know any better, and you were, you know what I mean? Shoot, I had somebody recently send me an email. Remember when we were 16 and 17? And I'm like, no. Sorry. You don't know how we met? Nope. I don't. I know I was a good girl. And that's all I'm going to say. So whatever he remembers, you know, I don't know. I still don't know, and I don't care. Oh my gosh, memorials. Oh gosh. Memorials and monuments can focus our attention on the aspirations and the accomplishments of those who have preceded us. So it's okay to think about the ones that persevered, the ones that did something, the ones that fought for freedom, the ones that fought for equal rights, the ones that got rid of the blacks only and the whites over here. The ones that just got rid of, you know what, I'm not sitting at the back of the bus. You know what, sometimes I wish there was some sort of a movement like that, which I'm sure there might be, but if I feel strongly about it, especially if it has something to do with Jesus. Now, if If they, meaning, these fun things that we like to do, like making videos and doing Facebook and all these other things that we like to do, if there ever comes a day where they like shut all of the Christians, just, to silence us, I may never be able to make another video if they do that. You know what I mean? So I want to take advantage of what I can do with what I know how to do, which is, don't forget what Jesus did. He did not die in vain. And that's what I wanted to tell you, that I have sinned so much. Every day I'm thanking God for Jesus. Every single day. Jesus made a way when I didn't have a way. And it's okay if people disagree with me, because this is a free country. Did you know there's people in India that they think that these monkeys are sacred gods? I'm not making that up. I was watching a documentary. They feed the monkeys. They think they're gods. There's so many cultures that are lost. Spiritually speaking, lost. It makes me want to travel over to India and just, start a church over there. A tent with some chairs and just welcome the villagers and to tell them about Jesus. I don't know. Maybe there's already churches over there doing that. So I'm going to keep those churches in my prayers. I can't imagine people and cultures and villagers and different cultural backgrounds in the world following anything or anyone but Jesus. I know it's a spiritual battle, and that's all I'm going to say. That's why there's power in numbers. Seriously, there really, really is. So anyways, memorials and monuments can call our attention to the best in the past or to cover up the worst. So if you think about Jesus and when Jesus was here and how in 1 week he went from feeding 5,000 people and how they loved him and they adored him and they worshiped him and they wanted him to just tear down the Roman Empire. The people wanted Jesus to be the king. And Jesus was like, don't force me. It's not my time. Don't force me. It's not my time. And I'm telling you, when Jesus comes back, it's gonna be his time, and he's going to be he's gonna be ruling and reigning, and we're gonna be with him. And just imagine how exciting that's gonna be. There's so many exciting things that are right around the corner, and I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. I know that we live in the most exciting days of all history, because the Bible says that there are going to be days that have not happened, nor will ever happen again. If that's not enough to make people go, what is Bible prophecy all about? Because I'm telling you, tsunamis are going to get tsunamier, and hurricanes are going to get hurricanier, and winds are going to get windier, and the other day I got sidetracked because I threw global climate change in there, and in my mind, I just, did a jumping jack. And I wanted to say. So, this is the perfect time to tell you. If you watch my videos every day, you'll be like, oh yeah, okay, that fills in the gap here. And that's how my brain is, okay? That's just how it is. So you gotta keep up. Seriously. Miami supposedly has streets underwater. Now, over in another part of the world, and I can't remember, is it the UK somewhere? Is it England? Is it Great Britain? I don't know. Is it Ireland? No, it's Scotland. I don't know. But supposedly the ocean is rising up, and it's right at these people's, in their backyard. Now, with that being said, we have beaches here in Florida, and that's what the water and the ocean and the rivers, and you know, there's beaches along these nice homes, but they get corroded, and the beaches, like, they vanish away. And so it costs millions of dollars to come and dump more sand there to build up a beach. But you know, that's the thing. If you don't have a beach, you don't have any business. And when it's a block or two of residents that depend on that little tiny beach to sustain their neighborhood, there are changes happening all around the globe, and I just hope and pray people know Jesus. And I hope and pay attention. I hope and pray that people remember Jesus on this day. That's, you know, if people don't remember Jesus on this day, then, you know, then I'm telling you, it's just not a good thing, and to me it doesn't bring me any comfort. He is the highlight of my life, and I hope he's the highlight of your life too. And I hope you have a blessed, happy, wonderful, joyful, you know, giggly day with your family and your friends. And don't forget Jesus and what he did. He died for everybody in our sins. And without him, we don't have a way back to the Father. And to me, that's the goal, is to get back where we belong. Back to the Garden of Eden. Just back to where it all started. Seriously, that's what I look forward to. So I'll see you tomorrow, God willing, and have a blessed day. Bye.